With YouTube demonetizing independent media, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month. Link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the $3 Theater, and with Deadpool 2 opening in 2 weeks, a lot of people are hyped up for the film. They are excited to see where it goes next. They're excited to bitch about the use of Domino and apparently the entire character change in that particular regard. I don't know. I don't read the comics. I just watch the movies. But there's one thing that that happened that I do feel needs to be talked about. And as you can see from the image on the screen, it is all to do with the House of Mouse. Because what we've learned now, according to Ryan Reynolds, is that Deadpool 2 was forced to cut a joke about Disney, and Ryan Reynolds explains as to why. Now, we know that after production of the movie commenced, there was the announcement of the deal, the $54 billion deal between 21st Century Fox and Disney. Disney was looking to acquire its entertainment side of things, leaving news and sports and I think a couple other entities aside. And that was going to leave all the X-Men properties up to be reintegrated or well, not reintegrated, but actually integrated into the MCU as a whole. And that brought a lot of the conversation to Deadpool. In fact, a lot of people were very much against this deal because they don't want to see Deadpool silenced. They don't want to see the Merc with a Mouth sewn shut again. We've already gone down that path and it didn't work out well for Fox. But would it work out well for Disney? We don't know. But when they already admit that a joke was cut because of Disney in this potential deal, it does start to raise some concerns about the future and the longevity of the property. Now, it says here, as Deadpool 2 gets ready to steamroll in the theaters with a string of 4-letter words and streets painted in the blood of Vigilante's enemies, it turns out that not every joke made the movie's final cut. Ryan Reynolds, who once again star as the titular hero, has revealed that one particular topic is no laughing matter. He says, this is a sore spot for me because there's a joke in the movie that's not in the movie now because I'm probably not even allowed to say this, but Fox made me take it out. It had more to do with Disney and they made me take it out. As I look back, I think it was maybe a wise decision. It's not a wise decision. Bob Iger has already said that he would protect Deadpool. Bob Iger has already come out in defense of Deadpool. Bob Iger understands that Deadpool is probably going to be a billion-dollar property with this next movie coming out. The sensibilities of the executives that are afraid that a deal is going to go down because of a joke about Disney, I just like that undercuts. It shows you everything that's wrong with Hollywood. Why Netflix is killing it. I'm just going to say it. It shows you everything that's wrong with Hollywood in that regard and how they are so afraid of offending. Oh, we don't want to screw this deal from coming up. We don't want to make this deal not happen. We don't want to be the bad guys. Disney, they've got a sense of humor. They don't care necessarily about it, provided you give them the bottom line, the almighty dollar. And since this movie is looking to open with $150 million and it's looking to continue the success of the franchise, leading into the spin-off of X-Force, it's one joke ain't going to kill the deal. It's not. And I think Ryan Reynolds talking about it is a good thing, so we know that there are spineless cowards at Fox. Oh, wait, no, we've already known that. We've already known that. We've already known they suck at what they do, right? Anyway, given the decision that Disney is currently acquiring 20th Century Fox and the studio that makes X-Men movie franchise that includes Deadpool 2, this isn't exactly surprising. After all, the trailers for the new Deadpool film are already include light digs at Marvel Cinematic Universe, so whatever ended up on the cutting room floor was probably pretty extreme. There are just lines you don't cross when it comes to Mickey Mouse and this insanely large kingdom, which is true. Which is very true. But here's my theory on this one. Whatever this joke is, we will probably not know it for a while. It won't be on the DVD. It won't be on the Blu-ray. It won't be on any special edition. What it's going to take is it's going to take about 5 or 6 years down the road when Ryan Reynolds' contract is up, when he's officially done playing the part, when he's not going to go back to it. You know, he maybe then will tell us what the joke is. But at the same time, that could never happen because if Disney and Bob Iger decide that they want to play it like that they realize that there's a lot of money at play here that they don't want to mess with, that they don't want to fuck with, that they don't want to lose, and they protect the character, we may never know what this joke is. Or this particular joke might make its way into Deadpool 3 or X-Force as a way of just kind of like, you know, having a little bit of fun at the expense of the boss who understands at the end of the day this is all about money. right? And that is the reason why the joke was cut, was because it's all about money. The executives at Fox, the people who own the company, are looking at a $54 billion payday. So what's one joke, right? What's one joke to get in the way of $54 billion? How about the integrity of the property? That's one of the reasons why it's worth $54 billion. What about the integrity of the property that was all but forgotten at Fox until some test footage leaked out and it got fans really excited for it? And then Fox said, screw it, we'll give him $50 million, let him go to town. If it flops, it flops. It's a write-off, it's done. And it goes on to gross $132 million in its opening weekend and over $800 million worldwide just in its theatrical run. Never mind home video sales or anything like that. Never mind merchandise or anything like that. The property has legs. The property has money coming in. So what's one joke? Yeah, screw the fans, right? I would love to think that underneath this Disney Fox deal, that when they get the rights to all this and they get the rights to 20th Century Fox as a brand, that they do release these kind of racier films underneath that banner. And I think they will. They've done it with Miramax. Right? Miramax released Jefferson in Love back in the mid-90s. Jefferson in Love was a movie with Nick Nolte. There was a lot of sex in that movie. And a lot of people, I remember reading op-eds in the paper when I was like 12 about that movie saying like, it's so horrible. It's basically pornographic. And Disney is financing it because Disney loves the green. That's what it boils down to. Look at the amount of violence that are in the Daredevil. That's in Daredevil. That's in Luke Cage. That's in The Punisher. That's in Iron. Look at those shows and the amount of violence that's there. Disney is not above the violence. It just can't be attached to the Disney brand. So them purchasing this is a way for them to also continue exploring this particular side of things while getting away with a bit more racier or violent or graphic films or productions. So one joke at their expense is not going to tank a $54 billion deal. One joke at their expense is not going to sit there and make some executive go, well, I never. I am taking my bag of money and going home. Not going to happen. But what it does do is it undercuts the trust in the film from the fans, the higher ups. And Ryan Reynolds talking about it is a good thing, because then we know that there's something missing from the movie, and it's because they don't want to screw this deal, to which case I say, fuck you. Anyway, what do you guys have to think about this? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. If you haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back often for more content from me. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way is through Patreon or just sharing it around. In fact, if you want to do that and you want to see more from me, you can do so right now.